Thank you for joining today's Coffee Sometimes Tea with Marcello and my beautiful wife, Jen.
We're going to be going over some of the tips of how to use ChatGPT and see what we can do to help bring you some value and being able to use it properly. And then we're just going to start listing them out for you. And we're going to be doing this in a couple videos. So this will be the first of a few. And then we would enjoy your feedback in regards to what do you need help with, and in functioning with your business, or ideas or concepts that you'd like to hear from us. So let's get started.
Let's jump on in.
So the first thing we're going to go over is first tip of the day is going over prompting. Not everybody knows that prompting, you don't just want to ask it a question, but you're going to also want to have it well structured. You want to have ChatGPT perform a task for you. So you're going to want it to start with, hey, ChatGPT, which I have on the screen. So we're going to want to write a question.
And today, just so you guys know, we're using ChatGPT 4, which is the paid version. It's $20 a month, which is well worth it. But you also can do this works also in the free version as well of ChatGPT. We're going to dive into that deeper later.
So we're going to start here. Please act as and we're going to do this for marketing.
Sure.
Marketing. As a marketing, as an online marketing expert for prompting, or
Sure.
just for creating that GPT prompts.
And there you go. And then it starts typing right out. As you can see on the screen there, it's typing out for you. So it's telling you what to do. So
yeah, it's saying, okay, so we just told it to act as something, and now it's saying, okay, great, what do you want me to act as? Like, it's telling you it needs feedback. So we're going to want to follow up that prompt. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So
you always want to say thank you as well. You always treat this just like a friend of yours.
You're having a conversation with ChatGPT. Please, what do you want it to do? Create a prompt for making work easier for
marketing.
And let's see what it comes out with.
So you're talking about the prompts now. It's developing automated responses for common customer queries. So social media content creation. So if you want
trend analysis.
Yep, so if you want to deep dive into this,
and where you see brackets, that's where you're going to put in the industry of focus, or
we'll show you here in a minute.
The topic of focus.
We'll show you as soon as this
stops. So it gave us 6.
Scroll up to show them what you're talking about with the.
So right here it says market trend analysis. Summarize key trends in over the past months. Does it let me highlight?
I'll try.
Let's test this out. Here we go. So we're going to do in your industry over the past month. So let's go ahead and try that. So we're going to say.
And you guys can copy here if you want.
And this is the nice thing is this is a copy and paste. And as you know, as you see, we're just getting started ourselves in this online world. So just bear with us. Be kind. Don't beat us up too badly when we do our bubbles. See here.
Summarize key trends in, let's do, since it's such a hot thing, online selling, like e-commerce.
In e-commerce over the past 12 months.
12 months. Focusing on consumer behavior engineering, because that's fine. Just roll with that.
Okay. And I'm going to take it to another level. Please create in a table form and expand the content.
There you go.
And let's see what happens. You're saying, well, where is it? Well, there's a down arrow. Not everybody's aware of the down arrow. You just click on it, and then
there it is.
This is the results that it's giving. I asked for specifics, and it's giving me specifics. When you want something in a table form, so right here, we gave it a trends in e-commerce over past 12 months, but then I added a line. So this is the follow-up. This is tip number 2, follow-up. the prompting and the follow-up is very important. You want to be as specific as possible when you're asking a question. You don't want to just be so general. As you saw in the beginning, general gets you this, and you didn't even ask it. You just told it to act as something. Well, then we said, okay. Then we said, okay, now we want to take it in even further for marketing. So then it gave us some results there. And then we wanted to narrow it down even further, going from one of the subcategories, which we chose number 3, market trends. Trend analysis. And then we said, give it to us, but also in table form. So what is a trend in the last 12 months? I'll base this knowledge up to April 2020. Well, we want it to be more current than that. So maybe what we'll do one more time in this follow-up is we're going to ask it to make it more current. But you can see it did increase mobile shopping, personalization, sustainability. They're looking for, so this is important, especially with ChatGPT and the prompts and all things AI up and coming. Well, this is the description and this is the opportunity maybe for your brand. A growing number of consumers prefer brands that demonstrate environmental responsibility, sustainability, right? How can you scale your business with this information?
So we can ask that as well.
Right? And then highlight any sustainable practices or eco-friendly products for what your brand offers. Are you online? Are you doing a product? What is it that you're doing? But as you can see, it has a lot of really cool results there. So now what we're going to say, what did it tell us here? Since I can't browse the internet for most recent data, so it's telling you...
there's no data since.
It's only seeing data up to April 2023. And let's see.
We're going to remember, too, 2024 is a little bit early. We're still in the couple first
right. So
weeks
let's do this. Let's go ahead and copy this just because you never know. I'm going to say, okay, thank you.
Always want to say thank you.
Please search the internet with this. Please search the internet.
4 rows.
For the most recent data up to December 2023 for the information above, and provide any links. Let's see what happens.
We go based on recent, so December the likely trend to e-commerce focusing. Boom,
so now it took it out of the mobile view, or out of the table view, which is fine because that was something I asked it to do. But at the same token, we're asking it to
TikTok trend, just talking about.
I wanted it to be more specific. I wanted to get more information out of it. And yes, the ChatGPT has a store now. We actually created a couple of our own little mini bots, and we're more than happy to share those in our community. So if you want to learn more with us or follow along, go ahead and join our community online. The link is down below.
Yes.
Would love to get your feedback and have you join in. Everything that we're going to be teaching in there is free. There are a lot of online courses that you pay for, but you will not have to pay for those within our community. So that is pretty exciting. We just got that started, so we'd love to have you join us. And then in a couple more tips, I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple more, and then we'll close this out and get on to the next video. Okay, so in this tip, we're going to be talking about assigning a role. In the other one, we had asked it to act as something, like act as an expert in a field like marketing, or act as expert in your field, whatever that may be, whether it be a plumber or a teacher or an accountant. You're asking it to act as the expert, and then you provide the next thing is the action, what you want it to do as acting as an expert. And then you go from there. And this one's going to be assigning a role. So we're going to you wanted to do a letter, right?
Yeah, let's do a letter. Assigning a role is what you're telling you're telling ChatGPT what you want it.
Create an email to a family member while traveling. You wanted to do traveling, right?
Yeah.
So telling them how much fun you are having in
sunny
in Hawaii.
We'll use
Hawaii.
Please be descriptive
Descriptive.
with
The scenery.
with the scenery, the setting, weather.
And weather. And then let's see what comes.
So here you go.
All right. So while it's creating this letter, there's your subject line, and then it's geared to whomever you're sending it to. And then they're talking about how when you got off the plane, exploring, like really getting you what you want in no time at all.
It's getting a pretty cool vibe there. The island, the beauty of the island, the smells, the feels, the sky burst into colors I've never seen before, so it gets pretty.
So when you're, and if you're like, okay, hey, I don't talk like that and not quite sure how I feel about that, then what I would say is, all right, well, I'm a bit of a comedian, or I want to have fun with this. Say, okay, thank you. Now, please write this as you want to be as a comedian, or with more humor. Please write this with more humor. So you're assigning a role. You want it to be more comedic with more humor. Please write this, and let's see. Maybe for those of you that really want to laugh it up, so let's see what it says. Write this. What are write this as a comedian with light humor. Let's see what it says.
How barely surviving paradise, the hilarious news to Hawaiian.
Okay, aloha from the land where chickens roam free and the sun never seems to set. Yes, I'm in Hawaii. I know you're probably expecting me to say I've been sipping cocktails under a palm tree, but let me give you the real scoop on my adventure, and then it goes into it. It is
when hiking, just saw some waterfalls. It was less of a hike and more of where the heck am I going kind of thing. So, this kind of gives a little bit of fun and humor to, sending a different type of email, a letter.
And for those of you who've ever been to Hawaii or any fun environment, many may be able to connect to this one. When you go to the luau, they always have a guest come up on the stage. And yes, I was one of those people. I have visited Hawaii. I went there with my family. It was an amazing time. But I can tell you, the hula dance, that hits home for me. Yeah, hula. So that was a pretty fun event many, many moons ago. But this just reminded me of those great adventures. So yeah, a lot of great stuff. And again, we're going to be going over a lot of different tips and tricks in our community. Would love to have you join us. And this is just a couple of tips here. We're going to be expanding in more tips. I don't want to go too long on this one. So, join back here in just a few minutes if you want, or check out the next video that we're going to be covering some more tips and tricks. And then we'll build from there. And then as you can see, a lot of fun. We can do a lot of things with ChatGPT, and these are just a couple of tips that we've covered today. I know it's not a lot, but we will be doing more of a deep dive here in a little bit. Hope to see you. Cheers to you, and hope you have a great day.
Thank you guys for joining today at Coffee Sometimes Tea. We'll chat with y'all later.